ManageBac to record your services action. So hopefully you would all have received an email from ManageBac that looks like this on your Kaus School email on your .org. In this email, you will get a click to set your a link to set your password. Now, this is the tricky part because the password is like similar to the Kaust one. You need to have at least, I believe, capitals and numbers. So at times it's going to look like it's not working. However, you might just want to recheck your password and make sure that it is a strong password. They actually have a link on how to set a strong password as well if you're struggling. And your teachers went through this yesterday, so they're now experts in showing you how to set up a password for ManageBac. Once you do that, you can go, let me just log out just to show you. You can go onto the ManageBac, the Kaus ManageBac link. This will all be populated on your MYP Services Action classroom that you've all been invited to. On your About section, this is the 6, 7, but there's also an 8 and 9. You have a login with the kausmanagebac.com. I believe for grade 10, your advisors will give you the link because you have a separate classroom for personal project. So once you click on that link, it will take you to this ManageBac account. Once you log in, it will look like this. It actually asked me to log in. I have a student account, so your interface looks exactly like mine. So it will say, "Hi Monica, currently I am in Miss Teddy's class, in her advisory class." And to log in a services action activity, once you've done your brainstorming with your advisor, once you realize what you would like to do, and please do not complicate. Some of these things are already happening in your classes, and you might just want to take it out of the classroom and demonstrate it to other people. I know that there's lots of things going on within your English class, your INS class, your design class, and so on, that you can actually say, well, I really want to show this to other people and I want to take this as my services action activity. So to record that, you go onto your dashboard, you on IB Manager, Services Action, here. And once you start logging in activities, this is going to give you like a breakdown of the activities you have logged in. I put in a test 1 and a test 2, just so I could show the teachers what it looks like on their account as well. And once you get, for example, notes from your teachers, everything is going to show up in here pretty much. So if I click on my test, you can see that I have determined this to be between this date and this date. Miss Teddy has already given me some, left some notes, and this activity has been approved. So to add one of these, you go IB Manager, Essay. This is your essay worksheet. At the bottom, you have all the possible actions. So you have add a services action activity. You have a quick start guide. You can view all of the reflections you've done. It also gives you a legend of what is the status of your activity. So if Miss Teddy, for example, has approved mine, it's going to show like this here. You can see both of them have been approved. If I have set this activity to be complete and Miss Teddy has filled a supervisor's review and has clicked as complete, as marked as complete, it's going to have a tick box. If it has been rejected, if it needs approval, these are the symbols that you need to keep a look at. Your supervisor will also determine your overall services action progress. How this is determined is also on your classroom, on the About section. You have the requirements for the year group. You have learning outcomes you have to meet. You have the 5 stages of service learning that Miss Catherine Berger-Kay went through with you. And if you're running out of ideas for reflections, you can go in here and have a look. There will be more things in here to come that I will populate. I will also populate together with your advisors the stream of activities and things that you can do throughout the weeks. So going back to ManageBac, you want to add an activity, you have an idea, you came up with something, you're doing it individually in a group, you add an essay activity. Click Add Essay Activity, give it a name. I'm going to keep it very simple, so to make this short, it's an in-school activity, it's a services action. It's going to start 31st of January. It's going to go for a month, roughly. The supervisor's name is, let's say I want to Miss Teorafiti, Miss Teddy, she's Mrs. Supervisor email. You can see that I've done this with her before. Your teacher's email is actually the cast.edu.sa, the one we're using. So her contact, you can leave it blank, but if there is, let's say, a football coach or a basketball coach outside, you can actually have a contact number in here. In here you give a brief description of what you're going to do. I'm going to, again, keep it quite short, but this should be, and your supervisor can actually say, well, I'm not going to approve this because I want you to give me some more detail. And here you choose your targets, your learning outcomes that you're going to do. These are all described in your Google Classroom learning outcomes, what each of them represents. And here you don't have to explain, you just have to click which ones you think you're going to do. In which organization you're going to do this. This can be at school, this can be at university, can even be outside of KAUST. So this will have to be determined and also approved by your supervisor and what you actually aim to do. And then you click Add. It's probably going to tell me I haven't done some of it. Oh, okay. It actually has coming up. So you see the symbol is showing as it has been approved, so it's in need of improvements. Miss Teddy will get an email to say that I've added an activity, and then she'll click either yes, I want to approve this, or she wants some more details so she can actually reject it. And it doesn't mean it gets deleted from here. It's going to show as rejected, so she might say please add more detail to what's the aim of your activity. If you want to add reflections or any evidence, you go down again, actions, you can edit the activity, you can delete the activity, you can click to go to another activity, and it will take you to the worksheet of that activity. What we would like you to do today is to just play along. I will have other screencasts that will show you how to add reflections, but basically once you start using this, it's all going to make a lot more sense. If your supervisor leaves a comment, I believe you get an email as well. There's also in here the little link in red that will say Miss Teddy approved it, she left a note, she approved it, she left another note, so you can have all of your notifications. And I believe this is it for now. So if you have any questions, please just ask your advisor, or if you see me in the corridor, just stop me and say you would like some help. If you run out of ideas, also speak to your advisors or come and see me if you have an idea you would like help with. So good luck.